What up, though? Have you ever realized that there are certain things in life that hit you a lot harder than others? Or maybe there's just like this one thing, this one problem that you would like to get rid of, and it just seems like it won't go away? Then this episode is for you. Welcome to the Unstuck Podcast. I'm your host, Drew Cause, and today we're talking about something called a default system, which means, drum roll, please. There's no drum here, which means what happens when you have to that when you return back to what your default system is. And today we're talking about the default system of your mind. Um, this episode is sponsored by Conquer Fitness United. They help people with online and in-person fitness, especially coaches and entrepreneurs, lose weight and have victory on their fitness journey. Now let's talk today. I was talking to my wife and I realized that we were approaching a subject that I actually sometimes I just have a hard time with this subject. It's not sex, it's not lying, it's not anything crazy. It's just a subject that I struggled with when I was younger, and I got better at it, but sometimes there's still some struggle around it. And the subject is money. Sometimes I would struggle with having a hard time asking for a bigger price, knowing that inwardly I am worth it, but fearing that the person would say no. Now, I've gotten better at this, but sometimes the struggle is real. And I want to show you what happened where I knew my default system had changed. I knew by this time that I had did a lot of mental work and a lot of spiritual work that helped me develop a different default system or a better default system. So we were talking about this and we were getting ready to make a business deal. And my wife is really, really good with numbers. I'm the person who goes to her for the numbers. I'm really, really good with being organized. So we work perfect together when it comes to that. Now, I was talking to her and we were crunching numbers, putting the plan out and everything. And she was like, "You should ask for this price." And when she said it, I realized my first thought was, why would I ask these people for that? Then that means they may not be able to afford it. Blah 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 blah. I started making all sorts of excuses. Now that still happens at times, but usually when this would happen, I would literally sometimes, and this is real, I would fall into like a mini depression after. And I realized when I woke up this morning that that depression wasn't there. I realized this morning when I had woke up that I took the time to sit and think, what would happen if you just ask for what you're worth? What would happen if they say no? They just say no, but you don't lose anything. Now, what I said before was this used to be such a big area that I would just literally fret, I would worry, I would fall into a depression. And this is how I knew my default system changed, which means whenever I got sad, I would go either deep into like a depression or I would just literally start giving up. I knew my default system changed when this problem came. Instead of going into the depression and getting sad, I stopped and I just started to think. Now you may think like, Drew, how do you actually change your default system? It's kind of like if you look at if you've ever been around like, let's just say like the hood or somewhere like that, and people build like a beautiful playground or beautiful store in the middle of a hood. Now it looks like it's a good idea because it's big, it's beautiful. These people can benefit from it and things like that. And then you start to think, in about 4 or 5 months, how does that new building begin to get run down? The people did not change. So their mindset was still the same. You have to eventually change their mindset for them to even care about that store. So the neighborhood changed that store back to the default, which is we are going to maybe not take care of it, maybe destroy it. We've always talked about me and friends. If you want to change a neighborhood, change the people first, and then they will help you change the neighborhood. Now, here's something that I can give you to take home today or to take with you to go implement. If you want to change your default system, you first have to address what makes me think this way. We grew up poor, right? We grew up super poor. My mom was a hustler. She worked 3 jobs. She made sure we were fed, but she had to hustle to make ends meet. So certain ways of looking at getting help or spending money or asking for money came from seeing that. I had a poverty mindset that I had to break and still am breaking. So that made me, in general, not sometimes ask for what my worth is. I just say, you know what, I'll just take this and then I'll deal with the rest. Versus as I'm changing my mindset to realize that abundance is my birthright. I am worthy of more and things of that nature. With doing this, I can tell you it's not easy, but it's worth it. And you don't know that your default system changed or is changing until you have a test. Now, I had to submit this proposal to this company, and when I submitted it, I said, you know what? I'm worth it. If they feel I'm worth it, it's up to them or not, but I'm not going to go lower. I'm going to present my offer, and if they don't accept it, I'm going to go somewhere else. But I'm not going to wrap my worth in whether they accept it or not. I'm not going to put my worth in they don't think I'm good enough, so I shouldn't do that. No, that's not what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're literally going to just present what we present and let it be. Now, you may have a completely different issue. Yours may not be money. Yours might be relationships. Every time you get into an argument, you shut down. That was me before as well. I had to work on that. Every time you get in a relationship, you want to run. I've seen that before. Every time you get on a weight loss journey, the first 3 days, you're crushing it and then you give up the next 20 days. I help people with that. Shameless plug, right? We have a program called The Takeover where we help people for 60 days dig into your habits. Why aren't you losing the weight? Why aren't you following the fitness journey? And we support you and give you a sustainable plan to follow. We also help you by talking to you. We don't just give you this plan and let you be. If you want to get into that, www.drewcost.com. Your default system is important because when life starts lifing and life starts giving you the whole Mike Tyson beatdown, you need something that's going to help you stay on the right path that you're on, stay on course, make the right moves. You need something like that. With saying all of that, I want to encourage you and challenge you. The area that you feel is giving you the most trouble, I would probably say God is trying to help you change that area. It seems really, really impossible because it's usually bigger than what you feel you can handle. So break it down. Ask God, God, I'm going to give you this problem and you show me what you want me to do with it. You show me the parts that you want me to handle. If it's all of it, okay, cool. If it's not all of it right now and it's just some of it, okay, well, we can do that as well. But show me the parts that I can change and show me the parts that you only can change. Big difference. Big difference. If I can change it, God, show me and give me the strength and the wisdom to do it. If it's only you that can change it, I'm handing this over to you, my man. I don't want to be handling God's problems because I don't have the ability, I don't have the strength, I don't have the energy to even do that. You want to be handling stuff that only you can handle. So I want to encourage you with that, but I want to challenge you. Consider working with a person that can help you. We certainly can help you in this area. It may not be us, it may be somebody else, but consider working with somebody who can help you. Now you might be saying, Drew, I don't I don't really need the help. I don't really need someone to hold me accountable. You may think that. You may think that, but I can guarantee you if you are attacking life, if you are attacking some big problems and attacking some big things, it's not just accountability. It's more so, hey, I need real support because this is not going to go as easy as I initially planned, and that's okay. I think we're getting past the day and age where we feel that asking for help is bad. I think we've come past that. I hope that we've come past that because life is too short to be trying to tackle it by ourselves. So, if you guys heard this and you are blessed by it, you've got some information out of it, do me a favor, subscribe so that we can keep sharing the good news of getting unstuck with people. And consider if you are on even a weight loss journey and you want to get the help, you want to show up as a confident, empowered CEO, boss, professional, let's work together. Transformation, our 60-day program where we help coaches and entrepreneurs not only just lose weight, but show up more confident on camera. I'm out of here, guys. Be great.